Good afternoon, everybody. Better than the other day. Right, good afternoon. We've now got something special. Next year in Budapest, there's going to be an exhibition on Freddie. And there's going to be some wonderful items. I've seen items that I have never seen before. We've got some here for you this afternoon, which Peter will explain about it, and maybe I'll come up with something when I see what they're going to show. But first we're going to show a video, Freddie the exhibition, to give you an idea of what it's about. So, video please.
I don't know, I'm just me, I'm just me. I'm very disorganized at times, I'm organized at times, and I'm just me.
Who's going to Budapest? I think so, yeah. I think we're going to enjoy it. One of the guys who's working on this project with Peter, you've seen him a couple of times this weekend. Let's bring him on, and he can tell us a little bit more of what is happening. So, will you please welcome Tomas Hykel?
Hello, everybody. I'm very honored that you and me are on the same stage and we are wearing same t-shirts. Thank you for that, Jim. Thank you for that introduction. How are you guys? How did you enjoy yesterday party? Yesterday silent disco, because I was jumping, dancing here, and it was incredible. What time did you finish?
Too late.
Too late, yeah. I can see some faces very tired. To be honest, I am tired as well, but we will try to deliver as good experience as you expect. So please, welcome on stage. I give it to Jim. He's better moderator than me. Yeah, of course. He's too important.
Okay. You know who he is. We all know who he is. We all love him. Will you please welcome Mr. Peter Freestone? He's recognising people who were on the boat.
I have my script here. One piece of advice to every single one of you: do not get old. It's incredible, absolutely incredible to be here. I was actually sitting here on Thursday at Thursday at 6 o'clock, the same. Things haven't changed, except I think people were a little bit more drunk last night than normal. And I can tell you what time the silent disco finished. People were still shouting at 2:30 this morning. One thing I've never understood, why is it called a silent disco? Because it is not very silent. Some people have very good voices. They cover up the other ones. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I think we're talking about Freddie, aren't we?
I think so, but before we start, let me please introduce The most beautiful part of the World of Freddie team, Miss Natalie.
So, no, we're here for the world of Freddie. So many of you are actually part of it. You're all fans of Freddie, so you are part of Freddie's world. And hopefully what we're going to be able to do is let you see and let you feel and become part of the world of this person that we all love so much.
Where do we start?
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
As it began.
Okay.
Once upon a time,
In 2023, in March.
in March 2023,
All right, I'll start. This all was in March, only a dream. A dream of one, I was supposed to say young man, but not young man anymore, maybe. I had a dream because I got to know that in September there's going to be a sale, and you know all which sale I'm talking about. There's going to be a huge auction in Sothebys in September, and I received the information, it was probably middle of March 23, and the first idea, which immediately appeared, was, okay, I'm a collector, that's gonna be interesting, let's think what we can do. And I thought, and first idea was to call to Czech Republic, to Hradec Králové, and to call Peter, and you can continue how it went on.
I suppose technically it all started in about 2005
Probably much,
when we met.
much before, yeah.
We met for the first time in 2005. Okay, there was this phone call from him. I've got something I need to talk to you about. I said, yeah, okay. Oh, no, I can't talk on the phone. We have to talk face to face. Is this possible? And so you look through the diary. Yeah, come over on Tuesday. Oh yeah, Tuesday's fine. Maybe about 4 o'clock I'll come over. He just said, I have an idea. The thing is, I sort of worked out what the idea was, because at that point, I was already working with Sothebys to give them information on different bits and pieces, the costumes, the clothes that he was wearing off stage, that sort of thing. They'd asked if I would help them out. So I was doing that anyway. So I had this little inkling that I had a good idea what he was going to ask for.
Then I came, and I think I didn't ask, I just went straight on and said, look, we were going to do this. And I have concrete, exact idea how it should be displayed. And we're going to recreate Freddie's world, because we're going to buy out everything what's possible.
Oh, I mean, we sat down, we went through the online catalogs and said, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one.
You wouldn't believe the preparations. I mean, it started in March and it continued through April, June, July, and we met another guy called, and I can name him, he helped a lot, called Martin Skala, the chairman of the Czech fan club, and he's an IT guy, so...
If you need to know anything about Queen, ask him.
Yeah.
He has, actually part of the exhibition, he has a ticket from every Queen show.
Almost
from
everyone.
the very beginning to now. He has a ticket from there.
And
he's not mad or anything, really.
But he's been collecting for 25 years, so I mean, you wouldn't believe how big the collection is. But also, he's very good IT guy, so I just asked him, look, Martin, come, we will meet in Prague, we will meet with Peter, and we will create the most incredible database of all the lots that were in Sothebys available. So we created the internal database, and we were just sitting, I remember that, in the Prague hotel.
It was the hotel, yeah.
We spent there like in the lobby for 6-7 hours.
Yeah, just going through this, and how much would you pay for this? How much should you pay for this?
Yeah.
You would not believe every little detail went into.
Actually, what we did, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but we created the direct data feed from Sothebys, so everything went directly online.
With the pictures, everything.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
But then, come the first day of the sale,
I think we should talk about. Jim was also part of the preview, so if you were, you must have been there, of course. So tell me about your feelings.
Why would Jim go to the Sothebys sale preview? Really? He's got better things to do.
It was when I went to Sothebys and you can imagine I was recognizing costumes that I'd seen him on stage, off stage. And I saw one of the costume he wore for my first concert in Liverpool. And I burst into tears. I just looked at it and went, and this lady came over to me and went, "Are you Jim Jenkins?" Yeah, she said, "We knew you were coming down," but said, "I knew by your reaction. I was watching you look at the items." So it was very exciting to see what was on display, and very exciting to see what was behind the scenes and not on display. That was absolutely amazing.
Actually, that's where Martin came in, was behind the scenes. Because most of you must have gone and seen the whole thing, where they had the lyrics set out. It was only a small fraction of the lyrics that they actually put on display. And Martin was taken backstage, and he was sorting out the lyrics. They'd put them all in the wrong albums, everything. And he was, no, this one belongs over here, this one here. And that's what, he spent so much time doing that. Sotheby's were very good. They tried as well as they could to get things right. But even at the very end, there were things that went through that the descriptions weren't right. There were things that were not properly described. Most people were happy when they got the chance to go through it, and you could take a couple of hours to walk through all of these rooms. For the first time in the history of Sotheby's, every room was used for one sale. I and Thomas, there were a few days that we spent from 8:30 in the morning there till about 7:30 at night, going through this room, looking at this, checking that, going back, looking at something else. And for me, it was, you have to remember that in 1985, Freddie moved in to Garden Lodge. Joe moved in, I moved in. And he took us aside and said, "Look, you are sleeping in this house. This is your home. You have to treat it as your home." And so when I saw all of these things in the depot when we first went outside of London, and actually walking around the way they'd put everything, it was incredible for me to see this stuff that I had been surrounded by for 6 years. The artwork, the furniture, the clothes, I mean, some of the costumes, of course, were long before me. But it brought back that feeling of Freddie in Garden Lodge. What Sothebys did with that recreation was incredible with each of the rooms. It was amazing.
And just my feelings when I first got there, of course, I felt very privileged to look at all those things because I just didn't have any clue what kind of person Freddie was, because it was incredible seeing all those things. But there was, at some point, there was a sadness. I remember that very clearly because I just felt very sad seeing all of the comments on socials. And all the fans, it was like an avalanche of the comments like, oh, we wish if there is any museum, if somebody would just, at least some of it, keep for the fans, keep it preserved, not to be able to spread all around the world in the private collections. And this was the trigger.
But the thing is, when we were walking around and looking at it, we'd already decided what we wanted. So it wasn't going to go all around the world.
Yeah, we already decided, but we can continue with the story because there came the first night of the sale. How many of you...
For me, it was actually one person's selfishness that actually put everything out of reach of all the normal fans.
Yeah. How many of you remember how the prices went for the first evening sale? And I was just sitting there and really, I was crying. I was crying because we had...
half of the things on that.
We had been doing so much for this, and now the prices went incredibly high. And I was just totally lost. I remember that feeling within the first day because I just couldn't believe what was happening there. The biggest difference between the Sothebys estimate and between the real price, do you know which one was it? Which item was it?
No.
Snake bangle. The snake bangle, Freddie was wearing it in the 70s.
Yes.
And the expectation, or the Sotheby's estimate, was between 5,000 and 7,000 pounds. Do you know the real price? 700,000 pounds.
No, for me I am very, very sorry to anybody from Japan, but that Japanese person that paid for that little comb, it was a Japanese person.
You can tell the story about it.
It's that little silver moustache comb. It was, I don't know, you'd know the price. How much was it for in Sothebys?
147,000.
It went for 147,000 pounds. This little moustache comb I bought in Tiffany's for the Tiffany dinner that Freddie had for his birthday. The first course of which everybody had a little blue box from Tiffany's on their plate. Nobody knew what was in any of them, so it wasn't even planned for Freddie, but he opened it and that's what he got, this little comb. He did not use it. It cost Freddie £75 because of all of the things were in that range between £60 and £90, and yet someone will pay
147,000. It's a huge inflation.
Even if you melt it down, you're not going to get that out of the silver. But no, this is the thing. This is Freddie, isn't it? we're talking about Freddie.
Yeah, of course. This is the Freddie factor that, of course, to all of these items had to be added because it was in his ownership.
And this is where Sothebys actually, they admitted that they missed out. With the prices they put on artwork, furniture and everything, it was their thought of the sale value of these things. But they did not put the Freddie Mercury factor into that.
Yeah, that's true. So when once this finished, I just felt sad because we had total different
It wasn't
expectations.
going to happen.
Yeah. And we were lost. Of course, we acquired few things, and I think now it's the time to reveal.
Well, the thing is, one of the things is a lot of people did buy these things from Sothebys. They were thinking here, not here. And then a year later, they found out, but how am I going to be able to buy this and this? And so many things slowly came back onto the market.
Yeah.
And someone with eagle eyes and nothing else to do but look at the computer found all the sale sites where everything was going.
In the end, it's true because I really followed the post-auction market, and we were trying to get much more than we acquired in the sale because I think I can say it, from March I was lucky because my core business is somewhere else, and I was able to put it a bit aside and to concentrate on this project because for me the whole idea was to keep it as much as possible together, as many items as possible together. So I was trying, there were so many obstacles, and you know that. And I was just trying to find a way how to get as many pieces as possible together. And I think
It's working.
it's working. We've succeeded in that.
How many pieces now?
We have
700?
Can I say it? We have more than 600 of the items.
Thomas, was there anything you wanted but you didn't manage to buy it?
Not yet.
There are things, of course, there are things.
He will.
Which I wanted to buy, which I felt very emotional with. And they are not as well known as we expect, but because all of these discussions happened, and I knew about some of the items that they were so much important for Freddie because all of the items were discussed.
You let him open a box, didn't you?
Yeah, talk about that.
You let him open a box.
Well, no, I was at Thomas's home, and all this memorabilia.
You won't believe what the top floor of his
arrived
house
at his
is like.
house, and he had tons of boxes. So he said to me, "You can help me." So when I went to the first box to open, I thought, "Hang on here, this is unfair. Let Thomas open them. He can open them all." And I just sat back on sitting. And then, of course, as he was pulling the items out, I was like, "I know where that's from. I recognise that." And it was really exciting to watch his face.
So what was the first one?
We were like children. You wouldn't believe that. We were like children opening
It's Christmas.
the boxes.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Christmas boxes. I remember
First
that
item was a shoe.
very clearly. And the first one, you should talk about that first one.
Well,
because
let's see it first.
Let's see the photograph.
You can't see anything in this light.
Can you see it from behind? This is one of the things which I consider very important, not because of that it's famous, but because of Freddie's relationship to that item. This is the jacket he was wearing since 1984, and that's why there are 3 photographs there,
Right through.
up to 1989,
Yeah.
probably. So,
This really was one of his favorite jackets. This one.
and the first,
That jacket, he first wore in Munich at the Works press conference. There's videos on YouTube where you see him getting out of the car at the House de Kunst. That is the jacket he had on. And that picture is from his 38th birthday party.
you were there,
At
weren't
the
you?
Denim
Denim.
Club,
Yeah.
where he wore that vest.
Yes.
Which, when Thomas pulled the vest out, it looked like a baby's vest. I've never seen anything so small. But and the jacket, it's a wonderful item. The jacket's amazing.
It is, and I mean, if you see the left picture down, Freddie going with
To the doctor.
It's Terry, isn't it?
With Terry to the doctor.
Yeah, and this must be 1989, so he was still wearing the jacket. So that proves a lot. Because
No, it really was one of his favorites. And it wasn't just wearing sort of out, he would wear it to the bars, he would go everywhere with it.
so I think it's time. Please welcome Freddie Mercury's one of the most favorite jackets. It's yours, Natalie.
Oh, nice. The jacket.
The jacket. The jacket. How often did you have to put it to cleaning?
Usually about once a week.
Probably so much worn.
Can you
I
remember?
think you can go another metre or 2 forward.
I think so.
Can you remember him getting the jacket, Peter, or how did he
Japan.
acquire it? Oh, it's from Japan.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, Nati. Thank you. So this was one of the first items which
But
were...
this you actually got in the sale, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was from the sale. And it came... just could you please go back with the photograph again? Yeah, thank you. It came with the singlet, with the vest, and with the belt. And you wouldn't believe how much research we did, because we really looked through maybe more than 8,000 photographs of Freddie. So we found the belt where he was wearing it in Rio as well. Within the interview with that Brazilian lady who wouldn't speak any English.
And she says, "Oh, what do you think of performing in front of so many people?" Haven't done it yet.
That is brilliant. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we moved on. We moved on with the preparations. We said, look, no one's gonna stop us. And we were trying to find more pieces which were available. And of course, another friends of mine, another collectors were brought in. They helped a lot. So I can now say that another maybe 400 pieces will be landed from our dear partners, collectors, to the exhibition.
So you're looking at nearly 1,000 pieces. And the thing is, if you think, we have to say a huge, huge thank you to all the lenders, because you know what you feel like with having these things. And these people are prepared to let you take care of them for a while.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Really a huge, huge thank you to every lender.
thank you. And I think it deserves a cheer. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
And I can see some of them here.
They are here. And then the work started because we had the items and we were in the process of acquiring more and more and more, but we didn't have the partner to display it. We didn't know
what
the place
was going. Yeah.
where to display it. So we started.
And actually, the very start was in London at the Victoria and Albert Museum. And believe me, they were very, very interested. They said, but yes, I mean, we'll have it. Yeah, no, we'll definitely do this. 2030. Because they, of course, full.
Yeah, I
But
think
then they put you in touch with
another
somewhere
subject,
else.
but it will come later. It will come later. Yeah, they were fully booked in advance, I think 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
So then we moved on, but before we move on, I think there's time for another costume. And I think the best one to introduce this costume is the guy who saw Freddie wearing it on stage. Jim, talk about that.
The red, you know, he used to wear the silver Lorex, you know, the long silver one, back in '77 on the tour. And then the following year, when they were promoting News of the World, they did a European tour with a couple of gigs at Stafford in England and the Wembley Arena. And when he came out in the encore for Jailhouse Rock, he's wearing this red Lorex, but it wasn't long like the other one. It was really short.
And it looked amazing on stage. I mean, let's do some music and some video because it deserves that.
The thing is, now,
Yeah, that deserves.
so many of you will now realize what I was saying when I've answered questions and on the boats. How huge, giant Freddie was. You see that on the screen. And yet you see the size of the costume. You understand when I say, what was my first thought when I saw Freddie Mercury? He's short. It is not the costume of a big man.
Definitely not.
Now, like that costume, what we saw on the clip there was Japan '79. So he wore that red Lorex in '78 and '78,
The thing
just
is,
before Peter
he did
came
not
on.
wear it for the Crazy Tour.
No, we
He
never
stopped
got it on
wearing
the
it
clip.
after
No.
that.
So you never got to
Never saw it.
Saw that.
Well, I saw it, but it was then
not
taken
live.
away.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you guys for your stories, because all these stories and much more will be part of the project of the exhibition. Because
Be prepared, just close your ears for a while, because if you go to this exhibition, you have to put up with me as your guide. you will have 2 hours of me talking and talking and talking. There's a bar at the end of it, so you'll be all right.
I think we can say that we wanted to go even further than that, and we wanted to bring many more people from Freddie's, let's say, inner circle and his environment, from his friends and colleagues. So Peter isn't the only one who will be part of the exhibition. You will also hear the stories of other people. One of the people will be our dear Jim Jenkins.
And he speaks slowly for you.
Yeah, and proper British English. Oh no, I think he can't do that.
Oh, he can if he really, really tries. Just make sure he doesn't have a beer.
We've tried a lot, and we've managed to bring to the project many other people, I think,
Part of Freddie's life, yeah.
who are part of this life. So I think you can look forward. I don't know if I can say other names. Maybe one. Maybe one. Which one? Choose, Peter.
No. No, I mean, for me, it's impressive every single one of them that's going to, that has already done it, and there are still people to do it. Yeah. But for me, you know who's going to be the most exciting? Monse Caballé.
Monse Caballé.
She will come and talk all about the Barcelona, with her and with Montserrat, Freddie, because Monse did for Montserrat what I did for Freddie. And she was there all the time. So she will be able to give stories that you would not have heard.
And we just wanted to cover all the areas, all the, let's say, places.
The different aspects of his life.
Yeah, different aspects of Freddie's life. So there will be friends, there will be co-workers of Freddie, there will be fans, there will be much more, you will see.
Even he does an interview.
I didn't have a chance.
But he comes as a collector on this one.
Yeah. But the idea was to bring this also to people who didn't have a chance to see Freddie performing live. And I was one of them.
You mean the majority of the people here?
And this is the whole thing, because I think they deserve to know what an incredible person he was.
Yes. The thing is, everybody, all of you, every single one of you here knows the Freddie that you've just seen on the stage. Everybody. But so many of you want to know a bit more about the mind that created some of these songs, about the things that made him happy, the things that he loved. And what we want to be able to do is actually put all of this together in 1,000 square meters, but to give people the idea of the love of the cats, the Japan, just everything that influenced him. Just to give people, because, you know, all of you think of Freddie as an incredibly special person, yes? The thing is, you will also see that Freddie was a normal human being like every one of us. So, in fact, there's something special in every single one of you. And that's what we want to show.
How complicated has it been to put this project together? I mean,
are there children
it's
here?
not an easy ride, is it?
No, it hasn't been.
To answer that, I mean, I had to put aside my job. I had to put aside, which is for me not something to which I'm happy to say. I had to put aside a bit of my family, and I have a 10-month-old son, so they don't see me much.
When it's all done, his son will be able to appreciate it so much, because
so.
he'll be this big.
And it really takes time. It takes me now 14 hours a day to put this together, and it's been going for 2.5 years. So it is really something, and it'll be really something. And
but the thing is, it's the only one in the world,
yeah,
like it, because of the things that Thomas has been able to get hold of, whether buying or lending. This collection will never be seen again outside of the World of Freddie. This whole collection.
What I love the most about it, and I know you love it as well, this is the sense using in the exhibition. I mean, talk about that, because this is what's perfect.
I'm actually not totally stupid, and I came up with an idea or two for this exhibition. And I thought, why not involve all 5 senses? Because the thing is, one thing you have to realize, this is not just glass boxes with costumes in it that you'll walk past and you'll hear a story and all that. This is multi-sensational, interactive, you name it.
Immersive.
That's another word. You will not believe what you can do and what you will feel and what you will hear. The 5 senses, of course, you will hear people talking. You will hear bits of music. You will see the costumes. You will see the videos. You will see all of that. We have also actually included the other 3 senses, because the touch will come about.
Be prepared for, let's say, a white glove experience to touch some of Freddie's.
Like the lady does.
Some of Freddie's original items. So
you will be able to touch some of the clothes, some of the things. You will touch them. Smell is also one of the senses, and what we're going to do is, in different rooms, in different periods of his life, you will have a spray of the cologne that he used to wear at that part of his life. Because when I started, he was using Aramis. I got him onto Lagerfeld when we were in New York. He went on to a couple of other things, and then he ended up with L'Eau Dynamisant, which you can still buy here, by Clara. But he always had, in every bathroom, he had a bottle of L'Interdit by Givenchy, which is the perfume created for Audrey Hepburn, which he absolutely loved. He never wore it, but he would happily spray it around in the room, in the bathroom, to smell after a shower or whatever. And do I do the taste one as well? We're going to also involve your sense of taste, because dotted around the place, don't laugh, there will be bowls of Quality Street chocolates, because Freddie absolutely loved the hazelnut ones that were in the purple wrappings. So we had to buy, and they were everywhere, the Quality Street, so you can taste what Freddie loved. So we're going to do all 5 senses.
Thank you. I think it's time for another video, and it's Jim's turn now, because he was
the video chief.
Yeah, he was there. He was there. So please, Jim, tell the story. How did you appear at the
What are you doing?
I Want to Break Free video shooting?
Yeah, the fan club was invited down to I Want to Break Free video. We'd been invited previously to Radio Gaga. And we went down to be minors in the video. And we did that. And then 3 weeks later, I got a phone call to say Freddie wanted to do an extra bit in the video, and could I bring a few friends down to help him with the with the film and couldn't say no, so off we went. And he comes dancing out of the cave, and when the camera pans down, the first light you see is me. So when the camera comes down, you'll actually see me. And then, funny story about that. When we're all standing in this cave, and David Mallet said to Freddie, "You've got to go back, go into the cave." So as he was coming into the cave, I don't know, I looked down and we had a miner's helmet on. But when Freddie come back, he hit my hat and he jumped forward. I said, "Don't get excited, Freddie, it's only my hat." And he laughed. Anyway, he started laughing. I started asking him about his nodules. And David Mallet's going, Freddie, we've got a video to film. And he went, "Leave me alone, I'm talking to my fans."
Something really just stupid information. You know, in that thing where you have Freddie sort of being put on top of the stone and the walls fall apart, that took a whole morning to film, because they had to get these walls falling apart about 25 times before they got it, how they were happy with it. Well, even then, the version that you see, they were not happy with, but it was the best of the 25, and they had to get on and shoot.
Yeah, when he said, I said, "Hey Fred, what are you doing now? What is this?" He said, "We're going to do ballet." So I said, "Well, I don't like ballet." He said, "Do you like this ballet?" He said, "Would you like to stay and watch me film the ballet?" So I said, "Oh, thanks very much, yeah, we'll stay, you know, it's only 10 o'clock at night and we've got to drive back to Liverpool, but that's okay, Fred." Anyway, he went off and he did some rehearsal with David Mallet. And then this man came over to me and said, "Right, you can go now." And I went, "I'm not going anywhere." He said, "No, you finished."
That's what he would have told him.
And I went, "No, I'm not going." Freddie said I could stay to watch him film the ballet. I'd seen all the rehearsal of him jumping over the guys and rolling over them. Irene Taylor, there's another story there, isn't there, with me? But anyway, he saw what was going on. And he came over to me and he said, "What's the problem here?" I said, "He's asked me to leave and said, I've finished my filming, I've got to go." And he went, "Oh no, he stays. He's my friend. He and his friends have come all the way down from Liverpool to help me film it. He can stay as long as he wants." And that was the kind of man that he was, which I thought was wonderful. So, he did, you know what he did? He always thought about others. I mean, Peter can tell you better than me. He knows them better than I ever did.
He wanted to make sure remember everybody marching out with the red things. He made sure that there was enough for people to drink.
Drinking food?
Because they were doing non-stop, but marching in these stupid outfits. He said, "Just make sure that there is enough."
That's the kind of man. He thought of others before himself.
Yes.
And that's something a memory I have of Freddie Mercury.
So let's enjoy the video and let's enjoy the costume from this beautiful song and video, "I Want to Break Free."
Anybody want two little stories about this? You look at, there was one specific scene that the ballerina absolutely hated, and you can imagine which one it is, where her leg is held up and Freddie turns around. You have to realize that this was the prima ballerina of the Royal Ballet at that point. And all you're looking at is her nether regions. She hated that whole thing. The other thing, a little bit of, the people on the boat know this, I am full of useless information. Have any of you not seen Bohemian Rhapsody? You clever man. In the film, you see them filming this video. And you actually see a camera sitting, waiting to film I Want to Break Free. That camera that you see in the Bohemian Rhapsody film was the camera that filmed this video. They got hold of the same camera just to keep continuity, I suppose. But that was the same camera that was really used for this video. There you see, useless information.
I will add the third piece of useless information. Did you see at the very beginning in the video what was Brian woken up with? The alarm clock. It'll be at the exhibition as well.
Oh, yes, the alarm clock's there.
So third piece of useless information.
And it doesn't work.
No, I didn't put it in because I would...
You'll blow the house.
Probably. All right, let's move on with the story. From VNA,
there was a connection made.
Yeah. There was a connection to what we do now with House of Music.
Well, the thing is, it started.
Budapest.
We went and talked to B&A.
Yeah.
They said, okay, we'll do that. And then they asked you specifically, because they were running the Diva exhibition at that point. And the Diva exhibition was going to move on.
Yeah. And then at the Diva exhibition in House of Music Budapest, they approached me if I could lend some of Freddie's items for the Diva exhibition in Budapest, but related to Queen in Budapest concert. So this is how it all started. And I think now it's time to play the video of Queen arriving in Budapest, and the beautiful T-shirt, which is worn by the lady out there. You will see it. Freddie is wearing it.
Now you'll see the copy of your T-shirt.
Yes, now you'll see the copy of that. Okay, let's welcome Queen in Budapest.
So, now, please leave the lady alone. She's got the original and this is the copy.
Thank you. And the negotiations went on, and I'm very happy now to welcome the special guest here, who we started to talk to, I think April 24 was the first time we were in touch
With the diva, when they had the diva.
with House of Music Hungary. And please welcome the director of House of Music Hungary, Mr. Martin Horn.
Thank you, and it's a huge pleasure to be here with you guys. And this is not the first time we meet, and
I hope it's not the last time we meet.
It won't. It's a little bit of detour that I would like to tell a little bit about the venue that's the whole exhibition will happen. And before I just a little bit of story, because you said your side, but it was on my side of the story, how we met. We did a big exhibition on Diva from Victor and Albert Museum. And in the Diva there was a huge Elton John costume, Louis King costume. And when I saw it in London, I realized that next to it was Freddie, but only with photographs. And I asked the curator, why is that? Why is not the same big costume? And then she said that, well, they sold it at Sothebys, so they don't have. So I asked her if I can get in touch with the new owners, and this is how I met with Tom. And then we borrowed the Budapest costumes from Tom for the Diva. And then we started to talk, and we heard that they are planning to do a big exhibition, so we become the venue. And this is how I met with Peter as well, and since we've been working on the project more than a year. And if I can get the slides, I will show you a little bit of the place, because I think...
Believe me, it's absolutely incredible.
I hope it gives a little bit extra on the exhibition, the place, because it's a new venue focusing on music. This is House of Music. It's just opened in the center of the city, in a park. And if you keep moving on, you can see that it's a quite interesting building. It's very well connected to the area. And why is it also interesting? It's because it's designed by famous Japanese architects, and Freddie really liked Japanese culture, so it's kind of like a match all together. We tried to keep the connection with the trees and all the park, and that's the guy Su Fujimoto. We can. Why I put this section drawing on the slide, that this is not only an exhibition place, but it's also a venue. Why is it important in this case? Because we will have additional concerts. When we have the Freddie exhibition, we will have many talks. You can meet with Peter there as well. You don't know yet. Yeah, you will have.
Oh, you can meet me.
And Dennis, who's taking just photos with his mobile there, he was Freddie's photographer sitting next to it. Sorry, Dennis, to say that.
But cheer for Dennis, because he's also part, please. Mr. Dennis O'Regan.
He also visited the house, and you will be seeing his photos on the exhibition as well. So it's also we have additional side events side of the exhibition, and we have music education and so on. So we can. So just to understand the place, we have one big interactive permanent exhibition focusing on the music history of Europe, and what already Peter mentioned, that this exhibition as well and the Freddie exhibition at the same time will have an audio system, which is quite special because this system is tracking your position. So all the sound, the music and narration will be when you go close to any of the installation or objects, or costumes, you will hear the story. You don't have to do anything, and the story will be told by Peter. So that's quite spectacular. So he's already preparing for that. And we did many interviews with friends and colleagues, which also part of the exhibition. So we can go on. And this on the left, that was the Diva exhibition. But we do several traveling and temporary exhibitions aside of the permanent exhibition. And also we have to move to the next slide. Okay. Yeah. So we also have a dome. This is a sound dome.
The sound dome. Oh.
Yeah, it's quite a unique. I'm not sure if you've been to place something like this before, but it's a 360 dome space with 360 sound and visuals. So you actually hear everything where you see it from. So it's surround system, and we're planning to add also some contents for the Freddie exhibition here as well. And we can go on just a few more to understand the place. So we have one concert room. It's not so big, but it's the size like this place, it's 700 indoor, and the same size, about 500 outdoor. So all the year we have many things with the Freddie and with the Freddie exhibition.
The thing that's amazing also that you haven't said, the whole thing, all the walls are glass.
Yeah,
all the outside walls are glass.
Yeah, exactly, and you can see the park, so it's quite nice when you sit in the concert, you can see all the surroundings and the park around you. Like here you can see the beautiful lake. It's kind of similar, not that beautiful like the lake here. We can move on. And just summarizing, I'm not going to talk more, this is a short video of the place.
They are incredibly lucky to be having us put the exhibition there, but you do not know how incredibly lucky we are for them to have said yes.
Thank you.
We will actually be there on Wednesday. On Wednesday this week coming, we'll be there. But it's become, for me, because of the recordings and all that, it feels like home, and watching this was amazing. It's wonderful. Thank you.
But we go back for the exhibition now. I have a few slides. You already talked about the exhibition, but just some more if we move on. we can. Peter already told about what's the concept of the exhibition. So we're basically focusing on not just the side that you probably already know from the concerts and from all the songs and video clips, but we try to go a little bit behind and understand how Freddie really were, and through these beautiful costumes what we have, and a lot of stories has been told on videos, and of course we have many interactive installations, so you will, I hope you get the whole story of Freddie's life. Can you move one more? So this is the roots you can see of the exhibition that's being prepared by curators together with Peter and Tom. So this is basically, we start a little bit of Freddie before Queen, and then we understand this, in the stage area we will see more what we know about Freddie, and then we go a little bit behind in the backstage, what's happened along the tours. We understand his hobbies and what was very important for him. We enter to the Japan place where all the Japanese objects, we can understand his love towards Japan and his creativity, Scrabble, which is, Peter...
The important room.
Yes. Peter told a lot of stories about Scrabble, and this is appearing in here as well, and all his social life. And then we enter to that he liked shopping, but not just shopping, but giving. Shopping was also giving presents to friends every time, but this is Peter knows a lot about. Peter, could you tell a story about that?
Well, the thing is, I mean, if Freddie went shopping and not to the supermarket, okay, a story. He came walking down the stairs. Nobody cares about me. I've got no colognes. Nobody cares. I'm going to go out shopping and I'll buy my own. He went out with Terry about 10 o'clock. 2 hours later, comes back. Terry's loaded down with carrier bags from Harrods and from... Then they're put on the table. Freddie goes through. There, you see? This is mine. This is what I like. This is mine. And then he goes through the bags to give the cleaning ladies all a bottle of perfume each. All of us who were there, colognes. He could not go shopping just for himself. He was always thinking of the other people when he got home who he could give things to. I don't know, it was, Freddie's aim in life was to make other people around him happy. The thing is, do not get me wrong, he was never ever did he buy friendship. But he just, because he thought about what he was giving to each person, and that was what was the important thing. And you know, if you think the story of the last Christmas after Freddie, you know, 3 months before Freddie died, he was at Phillips Auctions. He went round and he saw this painting, and he said that this is Elton's. And he knew he was not going to be there to give it to Elton, but he got it. We bought it in the sale, and we had to deliver to Elton after Freddie died. He thought more of other people.
Just one last thing, I mean, about the floor plan.
Another last thing.
No, about the floor plan. The idea is really that all of us will be able to meet Freddie, meet him as a man, not only as a musician, as a legend, but meet him there as a man. You'll be surrounded with the items he loved. You'll be surrounded with people he loved. And this is it. This is the idea. I mean, to know more Freddie than only on stage.
And one of the things... one of the most important for me is, you know, usually you go to an art gallery, an exhibition, you go in, you go round, and you're out the door. There's specifically been put aside a place for you just to sit quietly, to think about everything that you have seen and felt and been involved with, not just rushed out of the door. You can sit there and think about what has just happened, which I have never seen before anywhere. But it's here, in that corner, down there. You know, because how often you want to just take in everything that's happened, you know? Wow, I didn't know this. Oh, that was amazing. You want to sit and think a little bit before you get into the rush of the people and the streets and the cars, and this is what is being given. Everybody will have that chance just to sit and take it all in.
Will there be any quality street in that room?
Maybe. The sweets. Yeah, there will be. But be sure, we're going to take out all of the Brazil nut before they go out onto those bowls.
One thing I want to add, why Budapest? That's, you could ask, but there are two additional reasons. One is, of course, Freddie's birthday, but the other one is the concert. It's the 40th anniversary of the concert in 2026, and probably many of you know, but for the whole region, it was quite an emblematic concert, because before to Hungary, no major stars could enter. Maybe once in the 60s, Louis Armstrong, but since then nobody could come because of the Iron Curtain and because of the communist dictatorship. So that was a big step for everyone in the region. So that's one of the other reasons we very much looking forward to it, because the Hungarian people love Freddie, and I think it's a good place to.
And the thing is, as I say, for me, it's become home. The people there have been so welcoming and so kind, and it's, for me, the perfect place to have this exhibition.
And for me, also perfect people, because all the management are Queen fans.
Oh yeah, oh, I mean, it was amazing. The first day we walked in, Tom and I were there, we were taking, Martin took us up and Vaza was there, and then this little lady came barreling down the road, and she had Queen t-shirt on. And every time we go, she's got a different Queen t-shirt on. She's a huge fan.
Also a singer.
And yes, she is. She's got her own band. She's incredible.
All right, let's move on. Let's move
Why?
on.
I'm happy here.
All right, time to continue, and I think the best piece will come.
You know, when you eat food,
Yeah.
well, any sensible person, you keep the best till last, yeah? Now you wait.
Best till last. You all know that 2025, it's a 50th anniversary of Bohemian Rhapsody. I think, for me, the most beautiful song ever.
I've got others.
It was all right, yeah. All right. We wanted to bring something from Bohemian Rhapsody. We have more items related to this beautiful song.
They couldn't fit in the suitcase.
Yes. And also, I will not say that. You will see that in the exhibition. We brought something which I consider as one of the best pieces in the collection.
He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw it.
And he saw it yesterday. Jim saw it yesterday for the first time. But I don't want to play on the video the Bohemian Rhapsody song, because you know that the jacket on the left side is there.
They can't see it from back there.
I think they can.
No, but it's black.
Natalie, please
it's
bring
black
it.
against black.
Natalie, please bring it here. You know that this item is in the video, but in the operatic section, where everything is dark and black, and only some of the what is this? Sequins, yeah. Some of the sequins are visible. So we decided to ask you, I don't know if you know, was Freddie wearing this jacket anywhere else?
In which other video?
In which other video? Do you know? I heard that. Killer Queen, and where? 74, Holland. Exactly.
Yeah.
And please play the video because it's clearly visible. Top ups, yeah. And you can enjoy this beautiful piece.
The sad thing is that the only person that would fit is Natalia.
Probably.
Consider out of all the 5 people on stage,
I
would have fit my thigh, but that's about it.
Some idea. I received a question from a collector and from a fan.
Who was on the boat, who was told to ask for Thomas.
No, it was a few months ago, and he asked, I received one t-shirt, and I bought one t-shirt in the Sothebys sale. How do you iron it? I was just like, what? Ironing it? No way.
No, don't. There is a young lady who has been here this weekend who bought a lot of so many shirts, and she kept 2, and she sold the rest to friends, and she wears them. Because she says, what's the point of hiding them in a box? There's still good material, there's still a lot of wear in it, and she wears them. Which, good luck to her, good for her. Mind you, at least it fits her. I mean, she's a little lady.
If I look back at the costumes or the items we brought, you really can see that it covers all his career. I mean, the black jacket, 73, 74, then the red one, the red costume, 78, 79. Then
89 for the jacket.
Yeah, I Want to Break Free, 83, 84, Budapest, 86,
and this is 89.
83 up to 89. So it really covers, and it will cover, the exhibition will cover all his life.
And the reason, we might as well say it, one of the reasons that we have the Scrabble room is because guess who owns the Scrabble game?
All right. Yeah, there will be original.
He managed
Scrabble.
to get hold of the Scrabble game that was in Sothebys. He has it. Yes, he has that as well.
So I'm thrilled about that, and I'm looking forward to March.
For me, it's going to bring the world of the Freddie that I knew is going to bring it all under one roof. And to give the chance for everybody to come and see it. It'll be there for a year. plan your holiday in Budapest. You know, 2 weeks lying in the spas and 3 visits to the exhibition. You know, it's there for a year. So please do.
All right, Jim, anything else you want to ask or add?
Well, be honest, come on. Everybody who's seen these items, Martin's video of where the venue is, we can't not go to Budapest, can we? We've got to go. Yeah? We've got to go. It looks fantastic.
It's an amazing historic place, and the thing is, as I say, if you actually go into the House of Music, even though you are in this amazing modern building, because you can see through the glass walls, you see the woods outside, the trees, you don't feel like you're closed into a building at all. And because the pillars inside match with the trees outside, so that you're just looking at one whole thing. The visit to to the House of Music, you can spend hours there. I absolutely love the permanent exhibition is incredible. I just fell in love with everything in there. And how many of you remember the old Science Museum in London, where you pushed a button and you were so happy to see a little wheel go round? That's nothing to what you're going to be getting next year.
And he's not gets paid for this.
No, really, this is from my heart. Go, please go.
Yeah.
I think we'll be seeing everybody here in Budapest next year on the 40th anniversary of the concert, which I forgot about. So let's make it a kind of magic and get to Budapest in 2026.
And actually, you are the first audience who received this information, because on Wednesday there is an official press conference in Budapest to announce this to the whole world. There will be press releases, press conferences. So we just wanted you to know it
To be the
a
first.
bit before, to be the first one, because you are the best fans in the world.
Okay. Well, that has made it more than interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, will you please give your appreciation to Martin Horn, Tomas Hykel, and Peter Freestone. Thanks very much for listening.
And don't forget Jim Jenkins.